Getting you all ready to go crazy today. Oh, we got some exciting sports talk coming your way today. Look at the crew here. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Last minute betting with the sports nuts. We're all nuts. If you're on this show, you got to be nuts. That's all I can say. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. Go to oddsjam.com/subscribe. Start a trial. Speaking of trials, I'm thinking we're going to put the trial back in to the BetBucket picks. That's right. You know what? We've got packages that you can get $25 off your first month. Use the code NUTS25. I'll tell you what. DM me on X, and I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a damn deal. You never know what you'll get if you DM me. I mean, let's go. Me, Mike, and Tony pumping out the winners on a daily basis, except for Louisiana Tech. Blew it for me last night. Blew it for me. Just totally blew it for me. I thought I had that baby in the bag, a 3-leg parlay, 2 units, and money line favorites. The last money line did not come through. What's up, Jonathan Wilkins? How you doing? All right. Mike will be here anytime. You know how that works. I think he's on banker's hours. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for the delay response, guys. Thank you. I know we're a little delayed.
I forgot to laugh. Sorry.
James Throne, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Tristan, what is up? How you doing? What are banker hours? Okay. Come on. Come on.
Where I live.
Huh?
Bankers are still working where I live.
Okay. Well, that's because you're in Vancouver.
Exactly.
I think that's an old school joke that only people's Bob age would get.
That's probably true, and thank you for throwing the age thing at me right off the bat. Jabari, as usual, he's excited to be here. I mean, dude, if I bore you that much.
No, you're okay. It was just that joke. It almost put me to sleep.
Oh, wow, dude. Wow. That was a shot from the bows. All right. WNBA Finals tonight. You know who I'm on. I'm on the links with Nafisa. +4. I got it earlier today. What are any thoughts here on the WNBA game tonight?
Yeah, I'll jump in here. I mean, the +4 is a good number, but I think New York's going to win. I just think they're the better team overall. I'm not sure there's much value in the money line right now. But if you're asking me for an opinion, and if you're on Minnesota, I'll take New York.
Why, Jabari? Your yawn got you all kinds of comments here. Threw him right under the bus. Jabari is the man. Off the top rope. Wow. Wow. Just because you didn't laugh at my joke? Gosh.
No, it was the yawn, I think. I don't think it was the laugh.
Is that what it was?
We all didn't laugh, so all of us got cool points for that.
Well, okay. All right. Whatever. So talk to me, Jabari. You got any feel for this game tonight?
Yeah. I mean, Courtney Williams was talking about she didn't want this game to go back to New York, but to be honest, if the Liberty even still one of these games in Minnesota at home, they're gonna be at Game 5 in New York. So we'll see. I don't think New York wins this one, but if not, they're gonna either win this one or the next one.
Okay. All right. So 5 games, gonna go to the distance. What do you think about there, Justin? You're not even betting it, are you?
No.
I'm telling you, dude.
Main market play.
You know how many Minnesota Lynx bets that you've passed on with me this year and how much more money you could have in your pocket if you would listen to me about this?
Okay, well, how high on a scale of 1 to 10? How high are you on them to win the night?
Oh, I'm not picking them to win. I'm taking the points, man, +4.
Okay, if I can get good value, I'll tail you.
All right. And if it loses, you can jump my ass. All right,
Okay.
yeah. Yankees World Series champs.
Right now.
300%. Randall's on the
Looking good.
Mets. And that very well could happen. Oh, my God. Jesus. He's on my ass. Everybody's on my ass today. What the hell?
Okay, well, let's switch it around a little bit. Okay. I'm glad Jabari's here. I actually wanted to talk about something that we were talking about yesterday.
Okay.
Which, me and Bob were agreeing with, disagreeing with Randall about Amari Cooper. Jabari, what do you think about Cooper going to the Bills? Is it awful like Randall says, or is it really good like me and Jabari?
No, it's pretty mediocre.
Okay.
Amari's he's just aging. It's
Okay.
he's not a needle mover. I'll put it to you like that. He's not going to be a needle mover for the Patriots in that division. I mean, sorry, for the Bills in that division. Because I mean, he's still Amari at the end of the day. He's not the best and he ain't the worst. It really hasn't been good since he was in Dallas. So, yeah.
Didn't he have a 1,000-yard season in Cleveland?
The risk doesn't matter.
Okay. Really. Well, here you and I are going to disagree. Let's have a disagreement here.
Go ahead.
Because unless I'm stupid, and I've been around all these years and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I think that if you give a quarterback a weapon that he hasn't had the whole year, okay, and he still won 4 games, that this is actually going to help not only the quarterback but the whole offense, because now you have a weapon that you never had. Doesn't that make the Bills that much better? Like, I think that Amari Cooper could impact this offense just as much as Devontae Adams could in New York. You tell me.
I'm not going to go that far, Bob.
Well, I will.
That's a little too far. Amari Cooper is not on Devontae Adams' level, but to say that, like Randall, okay, Jabari, Randall said Amari Cooper awful, and like to me, when you say a player's awful, you mean like he's not even a wide receiver 4, not even like should be on the practice squad. That's like now that you got to admit that's stepping over the line.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's going to have some impact, but I don't think it's going to be as much as people are thinking it's going to be. Like, he's not who you think he is. First of all, I would like to say this because there's a lot of Bills fans out there, and I'm going to say this to you, that the Bills, when they were 4-1, when they came to Houston, is different from the Houston Texans 4-1, okay? The Houston Texans have the hardest strength of schedule in the NFL at the start of the year. The Bills have not played anybody besides the Ravens and the Texans. Any team that they've played that was over 500, they lost. Every team that they have played, that's why you're saying he's going to be good, because they're not going to play anybody for the rest of the year. Titans, Seahawks, Dolphins are the next 3 games. They should win those even if Amari doesn't play. Okay?
I agree.
100%. Chiefs, Niners, Rams, Lions, those are going to be the tough 4. If they win 2 out of those 4, maybe we could have that conversation. But I doubt they even win 2 of those.
Okay. Boy, you are down on my boy Josh Allen.
It's not that. It's just a lot of the team is left. Okay. Offensively and defensively speaking.
Okay, but hang on 1 second here. So you're going to tell me, let's think about the last real offensive play of the game the other night, okay? It was Josh Allen going around the corner, outrunning a couple of linebackers, Now you're going to add a weapon for him, a guy who catches touchdowns. You got to admit, Amari Cooper can catch touchdowns. He may not be the deep threat, but he can catch some touchdown passes. Now you got another option in the end zone, and that's not going to make you better. And when you play Kansas City, it's not going to make you more competitive. I got to totally disagree with Randall. who says the weapon is useless. It's like taking a knife to a gunfight. I totally disagree with that.
Yeah, that's a terrible analogy. Come on, man.
And then, you know what? 9 out of 30 in Houston. You know what? Every goaltender that's ever played that's in the Hall of Fame in the NHL has been pulled from a game. Every great pitcher that ever pitched in MLB got pulled from a game. Every quarterback that's ever played the game usually gets pulled at one point in time. What do you mean, here we go? I mean, come on. That's going to happen. I mean,
I'm saying here we go because this is always the excuse for when a person has a bad game. The excuse turns into, well, they had one bad game. They're allowed to have it. You know, okay, cool, fine. Like, we can use that for every player in any game that they have a bad game. But 9 for 30 versus, once again, he went 9 for 30 because the offense actually stinks when they play anybody that has somewhat of a mediocre defense. Okay, that's why he went 9 for 30. That's exactly why he went 9 for 30. The game before that versus the Ravens, he only threw for 180 yards. He didn't do anything. That's a show her and get it. He did not do anything. All of Josh Allen's success has come against below 500 teams. The Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Jags, and now the Jets. The Jets realistically should have won that game. The Bills' defense was giving it away. They gave up a Hail Mary before halftime.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, and the Jets.
Come on. It's a friggin' Hail Mary. I mean, you know as well as I do that that's just throwing it up. It's a prayer. That's luck. So what? It happens. And it always happens when Aaron Rodgers throws the ball. He throws it up high enough. It hangs up there for a while for guys to jump up and get it. You know, I would
say that, but McDermott only rushed 3 people. So that means there's 8 people in the end zone on defense. The offense did not send 8 people. That should never happen.
Oh, my God. Bottom line, Cooper will do nothing. Terrible fit. He had no quarterback in Cleveland. Cleveland won't have one in Buffalo. Tony, jump in here. I mean, do you like Josh Allen at all?
I don't think it's a terrible trade just because of what they gave up for it. What they give up a third and then they traded a 6th for a 7th. I mean, I've been seeing trades over the last few years, like one guy going for 4 or 5 draft picks, and I definitely wouldn't do that for Amari Cooper. But I'm always under the belief that a proven player is better than I would say anything 3rd rounder or above in college. I mean, I wouldn't trade a 1st or a 2nd for Amari, but if you're trying to get some juice in the offense, I don't think Amari's the best player in the world, but I don't think it's a terrible trade if you're just giving up a 3rd for him. I mean, in a division that's definitely winnable for them, as they showed they could beat the Jets without Amari Cooper. I mean, I don't see how it hurts to get him for a 3rd at all.
Okay, you responded to the trade, but I'm asking you about Josh Allen, too.
I'm a Pats fan. I hate Josh Allen.
That was kind of a loaded question. You kind of set yourself up for that one.
Yeah,
but, Bob, I do want to remind you, right, that the only reason that Amari even had the ball as much as he did is because, one, they had no other option other to throw to him and Njoku missed some games because of injury the last 2 years, and he burned his face off in one of those games, or 2 of those games, and he missed, okay? And he had those 1,000-yard seasons. The reason he did so good last year is because Joe Flacco was his quarterback. The only person that was throwing the ball to him was Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco went into the Colts and turned Michael Pittman and the rest of that offense into all-stars almost. Really. If it wasn't for the defense lacking. So is that a testament to how good Amari still is, or is that a testament to how good Joe Flacco is in year 39 or whatever it is for him?
He's balling.
No, I'd say that it's actually a test to how good Amari is, because what was Joe Flacco before he went to Cleveland? He was struggling with the Jets. He was like bouncing around team from team. I don't think I entirely agree with that, but
the Browns were struggling without him.
True.
Before Joe Flacco was there, they were struggling without him. Well, Deshaun Watson's trash.
Oh, no, absolutely. That team around him was, defense, wide receivers, skill players, offensive line. I mean, Joe Flacco was what he needed to be on that team. Like, yeah, Watson's trash. Don't get me wrong. PJ Walker, whoever else. Like, but yeah, I'm not 100% on that.
Here we go. Here comes the Randall comments. Take Rodgers over Allen, which is saying a lot.
Right now,
I said that last night about Joe Flacco throws the ball. Joe Flacco's
he's a veteran, but
Yeah.
you're talking about Josh. We're comparing apples and oranges here. We're talking about a quarterback that's been in the league 15 plus years versus Josh, and that's why I brought it up. That's why he had such a good season. That's why he made the Pro Bowl. If it wasn't for Joe Flacco even doing what he did last season, he would have never even been in the Pro Bowl. Matter of fact, hold on before you shake your head. He had similar stats the year before, never made the Pro Bowl. They went 7-10.
No, I'm not shaking my head at you, Jabari. I'm shaking my head at Randall. Randall's just, I don't know.
Randall's got some points. All due fairness, I call fair is fair. Let's call space spade.
He said that we act like Amari Cooper's Randy Moss.
You are. You're saying he's going to come in there and change the dynamic of that whole team, and he's not.
Nope, never said the whole team. Said that he's going to be a weapon for the offense, which will open up other things.
Okay, then let's quantify this right now, okay? They have how many games left? They have Titans, Seahawks, Dolphins, Colts. How many of those games are they winning in the next 4 with Amari?
3.
Yeah. Can we agree that they would have probably won 3 of those games without Amari?
That's not what we're looking at.
I'm just saying. Before we get to the games where we have Amari and it's the tough teams, that's why I'm bringing that up. Okay. The next 4 games after that: Chiefs, Niners, Rams, Lions. With Amari Cooper, by the way.
They can win, I'd say, probably 2 of those.
If that, too, right? Because they're for sure not beating the Lions. They're in Detroit. That's not happening. Okay? They're not beating the Chiefs.
Happen, though. Anything can happen.
They're not beating the Lions. After what the Lions just did to Dallas, they're not beating the Lions.
That's because Dallas is terrible. Dallas sucks. Dallas is a horrible team. You want to talk about a bad team? You want to talk about a bad quarterback? Let's talk about Dak.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Dak is a mess, right, Tony? He's a mess.
Yeah, a lot of quarterback play right now is a mess, and Dallas is terrible.
All right. I gotta pull up some stats here. All right.
Yeah, but
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If you do, you're going to be pulling up a bunch of meaningless offensive Dallas stats because most of their yards are in fucking junk time when it doesn't matter, when the game is out of hand. The Cowboys are absolutely terrible. The Commanders are winning that division, and you better watch out for Jaden Daniels. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, so let me ask you 2 questions, Bob.
Okay.
Is this not the XFL? Yes. Is this? Oh, well, he actually doesn't know that. This is outside his age range. Dang it. All right. So number 1, do you think the Seahawks are a good team?
They're okay. Actually, I'm not a Geno fan. Not at all. Never have been.
So do you think Geno's played good or bad this year?
He's been decent.
He's been he's had a couple of really good games.
All right. What about Brock?
Now, hold on. You're getting into a conversation right here, right now that, everybody's I like Brock. I like Brock a lot.
Do you know Brock's stats?
I'm going to tell you what to do with them stats.
Go ahead.
All right. They don't mean shit. Okay. Brock's a winner. Josh Allen's a winner. Okay. When it boils down to it right now, we're not talking about for their, Hall of Fame careers. Okay. Or all time. We're talking about who they are. I love Brock Purdy. Right. I think Brock Purdy throws the ball into a receiver in stride as well as anybody in the league. And I truly mean that. Guess what happens when I say that?
Right.
Guy up above you laughs at me. Guy in the chat laughs at me. Mike laughs at me. I love Brock Purdy.
I do too.
And here he goes. Here comes the crap. Purdy and Allen have done nothing.
I do too. But here's where I say that, right? We say we love Brock. We can prove it with Brock. Brock's the second best quarterback in the league right now. Okay? Aside from touchdowns. But Josh Allen has, in the same amount of games, he has 500 less passing yards and only one more touchdown. Okay? He does not have a better quarterback. Well, he has a slightly better quarterback rating than Brock. But Brock is second best in the league right now in terms of quarterback play. Josh Allen is number 19.
Okay. And that's off of the QBR?
No, this is off of everything. This is off of everything. Yards per game, touchdowns, interceptions, sacks, ratings.
Is it in order of a rating?
It's in order of yards, but it doesn't really matter where we sort it by.
Then is it 19th doesn't mean
he's not even in the top 10, Bob. That's what you're not getting.
But that doesn't matter.
It does. Well, you're not top 10 in anything.
The guy runs the fucking football too, bud. And he is a big.
Lamar runs the football too.
Lamar.
Lamar.
And Lamar's still seventh on that list.
Lamar's not in the equation here. I'm not talking about Lamar. I'm talking about Josh.
Okay.
I'm talking about his will to win. Look at come on, man.
Oh my God. So nobody else in the National Football League has a will to win like Josh Allen.
Never said that. You got to quit putting words in my mouth, bro.
No, I'm not putting words in your mouth. You just said that he runs the football too. And I told you Lamar did. And Lamar still has better stats than him.
There's Anthony Edwards. What's the line on me winning MVP?
He's not winning it this year. But no. So if we want to talk about the Bills, like I told you, a lot of people are so high on the Bills because they're 4-2. The Texans 4-1 when they came into Houston is not the same as the Bills 4-1. The Bills had an easy schedule, and they do have an easy schedule.
Here's the friggin' deal. I'll just lay it on the line to you here. I bet the Bills Monday night, and they fucking won. So, everybody that bet against me can kiss my ass, including
which they should have lost.
I don't give a fuck. When I make a bet and my team should have won and they lose, you know what I get from everybody? That's the way it goes. Yep. Oh, but they should have won. It don't matter.
All right. We're going to revisit this conversation at the end of the season. That's what we're doing.
All right. Tony, I'm going to go to you here. Baseball tonight. Mets, Dodgers. How you feeling about this game?
Yeah, I mean, I've been wrong about the Dodgers all postseason. I was high on them during the regular season, but I just thought that San Diego had a better overall roster, whether that be lineup overall or rotation and bullpen combined. I definitely thought San Diego was a better team. And if you break it down, if you were to change the uniforms and put the Dodgers jerseys on the Mets, that roster probably looks better than the Dodgers as well. I think people are thinking the Dodgers name is kind of why they're favorited in all these games. And I think the Mets actually tonight are going to take it. And I don't know if they're going to take the series, but I do like them on the money line tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is the year that the Dodgers go down again, trying to win another World Series, because I'm just not sure that pitching is going to be there to definitely not get by the Yankees, but maybe not even the Mets.
So I was watching, and I'm going to get to you two guys and your opinions here in just a second, but last night I was watching MLB tonight, and Harold Reynolds was talking about Francisco Lindor and the change that he made. Okay, believe it or not, after all the years he's been in the league, the guy made a change. And it was really simple. He was always doing this with the bat, and it was bouncing off his shoulder. Instead of doing that, he has his hands here already. There's no movement. The guy hit 40 home runs. Evidently, it's working. So, a little adjustment like that is amazing. And he's already a great player. Justin, Mets or Dodgers?
Dodgers.
Okay. Jabari, Mets or
Dodgers.
Dodgers? Dodgers. Okay. Well, Tony, I'm going to have to go with you, and I'm going to say the Mets.
I just mean tonight on
tonight.
the Mets money line. Yeah. I think the Dodgers probably will come out and win the series in 7. But I do like the Mets tonight.
All right, let me share my screen. I want to go see if we can put together a little parlay here. I already put an anytime goal score parlay together earlier. I got a few minutes to get these in. We're going to do this kind of like consensus. It's going to be a money line parlay. Me and Steven Batts are on the Penguins tonight over the Sabres. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would take the Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right. Jabari, what do you think?
Yep.
Tony?
Eh.
All right. So we're going with the Penguins then.
Don't love it.
Okay. Kings Leafs after was it yesterday's game by the Kings or the day before? 8-7? My
That
goodness.
was ridiculous.
That was totally ridiculous. I'm taking the Leafs.
Leafs.
Yep. Leafs. Parlay piece.
Jabari, Leafs.
Yes.
Okay. Bruins Avalanche. Now remember, Colorado hadn't won a game yet.
Nope.
0-3, right?
Yeah.
And
then
it's Tony's Bruins. So remember this. He has a tough time picking against the Bruins.
Well, since they haven't won a game, you got to go with the Avalanche.
All right. Avalanche. What do you think, Jabari?
I think the Avalanche might lose this one. I think it might go to the Bruins.
Ooh. Tony?
I'll do my own Bruins Buffalo parlay, I guess.
We got to go with the Bruins because I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with you. I hate Colorado anyway. So
they're not playing great right now.
No.
They're not.
Utah Hockey Club against the Anaheim Ducks. And
Now Utah hasn't lost yet.
No, they're 3-1.
Oh yeah, that's right. They are 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
They lost once. Yeah, I like Utah tonight. The Ducks stink.
I take Utah.
Yep. Utah.
Jabari, Utah.
Doesn't matter.
Can you
we was going Utah all the way anyways.
Can you believe that they have a club called the Utah Hockey Club?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
This is an inaugural season, by the way.
I know. It's crazy. All right, so there you have it. Plus 950. FanDuel's got it at plus 930. All right, let's add that to the bet tracker, and here's what we got. And you know what? That $10 will win us now. You know what? I'll give away $100. I'm gonna put that out on X. Penguins, Maple Leafs, Bruins, and the Utah Hockey Club. There you go. There you go. All right. Let me see if anybody's got any comments worth looking at here. Betting the Dodgers tonight is burning money. Mets in 5. Ooh. I don't know about that.
That's a lot of big talk for somebody not on the show.
Yeah. I hear you. Hey, let me ask you a question, Jabari. Yeah, now we know Shohei Ohtani has just had a fantastic season. Historical, the whole 9 yards, right? What's he going to do next year when he can come back and pitch? Certainly people aren't expecting him to hit 50 home runs, steal 50 bases, and, have 200 strikeouts. I mean, if that is the case, then we better be checking what that guy's eating, because I don't know if anybody can do that.
To be honest with you, no, we're not expecting that. I think it depends on if they win the World Series or not. If they win, then they prove that they don't need him in the bullpen. And technically, even if you do, it's not like you need him to come out there and pitch, 12 or even 15 games. You maybe need him to pitch 6 or 8 when you're really, sparse in the dugout for a game.
So you think that's how they're going to handle him?
If I was the manager, I would.
Not
Because
starting?
no, because if we win a World Series this year, then I prove that maybe I can keep him a lot more healthy and get a lot more out of him for that 10-year contract. Mind you, we spent almost $1 billion.
I got you.
He's there for 10 years.
Okay.
If I have him blow out his elbow again in year 2 and get Tommy John, what am I supposed to do then for the next 8 years if he can't recover from that?
All right. I'm going to defer to my baseball guy down there, Tony. You were talking about a guy who averages 11 strikeouts per 9 innings in his career. What are you going to do with him next year, Tom?
I do kind of like what Barry said, but I mean, with starters and openers these days, I'm not sure there's really much of a difference. I mean, he could be a starter and go 4 or 5. He could be a middle reliever, kind of like what maybe Barry's saying, and go in the middle innings if they get in trouble or if they're up. I mean, then he could easily come in and cruise till they get to the setup man or the closer. But yeah, I don't think you can throw him, I mean, full starter innings, especially if you're expecting what he's doing with the bat as well. Like you said, I mean, he is as Superman as it gets, but I don't see him pitching like Scooble and also hitting like he does. So whether that be an opener for 3 or 4 or in the middle relief for 3 or 4, I think you still got to use his arm because of what you're paying him and because of his ability. But kind of like what Barry said, you can't risk him being a full-time starter and blow that thing out and miss another season.
Randall, he is right. All he does is talk.
No, it's okay. I do want to say this though. This is my answer will change a slight bit depending on if the MLB is actually serious about that 6-inning minimum rule. If that actually happens,
right?
I'm sorry, I just can't do that. I think Tony's idea of a mid reliever is probably a lot better and healthier for his arm. Now, how good is he going to be as a reliever? We don't know yet. It's never really been a relief pitcher, I guess, too much.
Exactly.
So
just a closer in the World Baseball Classic.
Right. That's true. But you're not going to be able to. I mean, he's not going to be able to be one of them guys that you throw out there every day.
No.
Yeah, no.
Weird question. If they do change that rule, is that going to make player outs harder to bet or easier?
Oh, it'd be harder. I would think
it'd be harder because at the bare minimum, that means 18 is the bare minimum for everybody.
Right, exactly.
So now there is no under 18 if it's 6-inning minimums because they have to get to 100 pitches.
There's just lots of juice.
Who's talking about this rule? Who's talking about doing this?
The MLB. They were the ones that pitched it.
Wow.
Yeah, they so you know how the MLB every offseason or coming into the offseason, they start to pitch new rules. That's how the pitch clock even came into play by the wanting to shorten games. So then they started formulating rules, et cetera, et cetera. So they start pitching all these rules, usually sometimes towards the offseason, and that's exactly what happened. The rule is I just looked up the rules again that they pitch. So it's 6-inning minimum. If he throws 100 pitches, if he gives up 4 or more ERA within the 6 innings, or he gets injured. That's the only time he can leave early. Otherwise, it's 6 innings.
So if he's getting
so if he gets rocked, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty much. If your team's already losing by 4 runs, or he gives up 4 runs, then yeah, you can pull him.
Can you imagine if that wasn't there and he got rocked for 30 runs in 6 innings?
Well, it is kind of wild that they pulled out Tanner Bybee after an inning and a third last night. I mean, I know they were trying to win the inning and maybe get out of it, but yeah, that just taking out one of your aces like that in a big game is pretty crazy, and I'm not sure I would like that new rule, but it is interesting.
What's up, Lance? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Yes, it is a pretty good parlay. I need to go bet it. You know what, guys? We covered a lot of stuff here, but before we go, I have no choice but to check this, okay? We're gonna stop talking about Josh Allen and Brock Purdy now.
We only spent 18 minutes on Josh Allen.
Well, it's because I love Josh Allen. I love his heart and his. I just love the way he approaches the game. I just do. But I love Brock Purdy too. So there you go.
We know.
All right. So here are the. I don't know whether you guys agree with these, and we're going to go straight to the top 10. Texas, Oregon, Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Miami, Alabama. I'm still trying to figure out how they're 7th. LSU, Iowa State, and Clemson. What do you guys think? They got them right?
Texas.
I mean, do they have it right?
Oh, for right now, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, does Alabama belong there?
They
7?
don't belong at 7. I think they're personally better than Miami, but that's just me.
Okay. So you think Miami's rated too high too, huh?
I think they should be at 7, if not 8. But that's just me.
Okay. All right. I was surprised that LSU moved up so far.
Well, Ole Miss, who knows if they were actually any good, but that's a big win for them. So it looks good with the rankings, but I'm not sure if LSU is that great of a team either.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time they play A&M and Bama back-to-back, because they still do have to play them, we'll know if they're a good team or not. They win, but those, of course, they deserve it.
All right. I'm going to throw this at you. Of the top 12 teams, and here they are, Texas, Oregon, Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Miami, Alabama, LSU, Iowa State, Clemson, Tennessee, and Notre Dame. How many of those teams will still be there when the college football playoff comes around? Will they all still be in the playoff spot, or who's going to drop out? Because I'm going to give you a couple I can tell you right now. For me.
I'll give you 6.
Woo! Well, I'm going to go. Are we on the same on board with Notre Dame?
No.
Ooh.
No, I don't think
are we on board with Clemson?
No.
We're on board with Miami.
Yes.
Okay. You tell me what the rest are.
Bama is going to be back top 6. Georgia should be back top 6. Ohio State's going to lose again when they play Penn State. I got Penn State upsetting them. Penn State obviously going to stay top 6. Oregon's going to stay top 6, and Texas is going to stay top 6.
Yeah, but don't we have 12 teams this year?
Yeah, playoffs 12.
But those are only 6 I feel like are going to stay. The rest of the other 6.
So you tell me the other 6 are gone.
Yeah, I think Iowa State ends up getting out of here. Clemson ends up getting out of there.
Who's winning the Big 12 then if Iowa State's not?
I don't know. But I just know it's not going to be them. It could not be. It could be somebody not from the Big 12.
You have to put the Big 12 champion in there. You have to put you have to put every power champion in there.
Oh yeah, you do.
So the Big 12 champ. So it's either probably going to be them or Utah.
Oh, I forgot Utah's in there. Okay, yeah, Iowa State's got to go in there. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just because of the way it's set up, I'd probably take at least 9 or 10 of those 12 teams and say that they're probably going to stay there.
Okay. By the way, Stephen Bass is right on. Dylan Gunther is probably a good anytime goal scorer. 5 goals in 4 games. Yeah, they moved LSU up. You know, get the hype. Yeah, that's a big game coming up. He's got Oiler blood. Lance is talking a little golf here. Hostler, Pendrith, Cole. Any thoughts on these golf gurus?
Oh, yeah. Out of those 3, give me Cole. I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Iowa State won't lose a nut. Okay. All right.
They might not.
Utah's not making it. Utah lost to ASU. They're cooked. All right.
Is KSU not in the Big 12?
Yeah, they are. They're. I think they're second or third right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew
they're
I
having
was
a pretty
forgetting
good year
somebody.
too. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're up there as well.
Conferences are weird, guys. They're
Oh, I
weird.
know. It's crazy. They're all changing.
Okay, I'm just want to tell you this right now. Go Nafisa. Okay? Go Nafisa. That's all I care about tonight. Oh, and that parlay we put together. Oh yeah, and the anytime goal scores I got.
Oh, and the NLCS is on.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit, I got a bet in that one too. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna be busy tonight. Thanks, Justin. As always. You know, he's saying here.
I think they cut his internet off finally.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh, wow, really?
It's that longer than a 40-minute show. Cut it off.
I was going to say, Aaron Rodgers is better than Josh Allen. Randall said so. All right, see you.